So here's a challenge for all men. What if you decided that from this point forward, you would never allow a woman to pay even half or anything when it comes to a date? You know what would happen? The universe would bless you with more money. Because it's never about the government, the society, the president, what's happening with the economy. It's always about your values in your personal life and how you want to show up to the world. When you say that you want a 50-50 relationship and you want your woman to provide or to pay for the bill or whatever the case may be, what you're really saying is, I haven't arrived into the fullness of my masculine energy. Because that's what the masculine energy does. The masculine energy provides and protects. Want to take it a step further? What if you decided that from this moment forward, not only would your woman never have to pay, but when she brings her friends to a meal, they would never have to pay as well, because it is your honor as the masculine to provide for the feminine. What do you think would happen? You would earn 2 to 3 times the money, because money is simply energy. It's a reflection of where you are internally. It's a reflection of your beliefs, your values, and how you want to show up in the world. So the reality is if you limit what you can provide for the woman, you limit your own potential in life. When you raise your standards and you raise what you want to provide for the woman, get ready, because that's when money and wealth will exponentially come your way.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
Like the login?
Yeah.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid. So you're getting straight to the point.
Yeah. But I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every fucking right to be like, hi, are we on the same level, or am I wasting my time?
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JT from JT Coin Rings, where I talk coin rings and all things precious metals and what's going on in the world today. You saw at the beginning, and the reason why I put that as the beginning, because today's show was called Money for Dating. And then we'll play the games. Why did I put money for dating? Because I realized being a single man out here, married a couple times, so I've also have experience in raising a family, being a married man, but preparing to be a man out here dating. I had to look at these 2 topics that I shared in the beginning. For those who haven't seen it, go back, and you go check it out and see exactly what these 2 people said. The first one, he mentioned that if you are a man, to be in your masculine energy, you have to make sure you're able to provide everything. Which, let's break this down. I believe you should, as a man, be able to handle yourself. And if you want to partake in anything, such as dating, marriage, you need to make sure that you're able to do so, because everything takes time. Everything takes energy. No one should just be out here living willy-nilly. Okay? Now, as I said, being a dating man, being a man out here, I have to realize that if I partake in dating and I start going out, I have to be able to financially be able to do so. But he kind of lost me when he stated that the money, the energy, the universe. Now, I believe once you have certain things taken care of in your daily, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, you're able to produce certain things because of how you develop habits, spending habits, work ethic. When it comes down to saying that the universe will take care of certain things, that doesn't fly well with everyone. The reason why I got a little pushback for that is because money is energy. This is what he explained. Well, I'm a scientist. I'm a biology major. I majored in biology and general science, basically, right? So I remember classes called physics, and I realized that energy, work, was a result. Energy was a result of work. So when that man removed that equation that money could be created just from the universe, he totally just stated that he forgot about the work ethic, the work that is needed in order to produce the money. If everything's aligned, he was saying that the universe, like this mysterious place, would just give you what you needed. Instead of using the word work, a plan, certain actions will give you what you need in order to provide. So I'm very aware of how people use words, and I try my best to pay close attention to what they say. You have to listen to what people say to understand exactly what they mean. So him selling this, yes, I think a man should be able to take care of what he deems is important. And if he does take a young lady out, guess what? He should be able to pay. He should be able to provide. Now, it gets tricky when he stated that you should be able to provide also for her friends. Is this a person that you date casually, or is this a wife? So I wanted to kind of break down some things today about how much it costs to date. How much does it cost to marry and raise a family in today's? But before we go any further, let's see who has made it inside the chat. Okay, we got Giuseppe, all the way from Germany. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Budget Bullion Stacker, what's going on? How you feeling? And Rakamas, all the way in. What's going on? Thanks for coming in. Oh, and someone I haven't seen in so long. Absolutely love this young lady. Follow her on IG. Used to always love seeing her post about silver and gold. And also she has a YouTube channel as well. The beautiful Alyssa Wallace L. How you doing, Empress? Hope the family is doing well. Yeah, so my topic was this. I think that you should be able to handle certain things if you want to partake in dating, if you want to get married. Certain things must be put in place. And being a married man twice, I know that you have to have things in place. And that was always important to me. So when I was unable to do certain things, I believe what he said. You was not in line. You wasn't in line. So let's break down this. I want to share an article that I'm always going to go to Google and try to keep it as positive and keep it as organized as possible. So I want to share my screen. How much it costs to date today? This is what he mentioned inside the opening. Okay. So let me share that. Boom. How much does it cost to date today? Let me see how I look on here. Make sure it's okay. Cool. Match 2022 singles in America study found that singles are collectively spending over $117 billion a year on their dating lives. That breaks down to an average of $1,560 per year, or $130 a month. Now, that's a lot of money to be spent even in the best of times. That's pretty low, because I know that an average date that I've been on costs anywhere from $150 to $200. So let's go see here what Google says. People also ask, how much should a date cost? Okay, the cost of a date night around the world. Doing so, we discovered that the average cost of a date worldwide in 2019 is $85. What do you say about that? A good night on the town, $85. That was in 2019. We are in 2023. That's $31 less than the American average of $116, but still a little bit more expensive than a date in Omaha. Okay. How expensive is a first date? How much are you spend on the first date? If you're in college, expect to spend anywhere from $50 to $100 range. Okay, that's fair. If you've been your own for a few years, 150 to 250 is a fair territory. Okay, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? It's pretty low. I agree. It's pretty low, $150, $250, but that's what I see on an average date night. So think about this. How many times, if I'm courting a young lady, how many times would I go out? Maybe 2 to 3 times out the month. So you're looking at a good $600 maybe. Or I'm gonna learn how to do some cooking. They're gonna be in-house. I just wanted to focus on exactly the dating aspect that this man brought up. So I want to share it again. I want to share it again, just to kind of, so people kind of know exactly where I come from. But let me go to the chat and see exactly. Alyssa says that's pretty low. Now, $85 is definitely pretty low for two. Because you're talking about 2 entrees, maybe an appetizer, drinks, dessert. Definitely a really inexpensive place, $85. But that was in 2019. The price, $150 to $250, seems correct today. And $150 to $200 is fair enough. That's a good night. I agree. That's a good night. I agree. So in the midst of keeping things economical and realizing that things cost and how much money you're bringing in monthly, and I'm thinking about myself that looking at paying anywhere from, as Lissa even stated, $150 to $200 is good. Now, think about going out 2 times or 3 times a month. You're looking at total of maybe $600. Okay? So I just want to go back so you can hear exactly what the guy mentioned, and then I'll stop it at a certain point. Okay?
So here's a challenge for all men. What if you decided that from this point forward, you would never allow a woman to pay even half or anything when it comes to a date? You know what would happen?
Okay. So how do you feel about that aspect? A man is asking you out for a date, and men, being men, how do you feel about that? Never, ever asking a woman to pay even half. If I'm asking a woman to go out, I do agree with that. But how do you feel about that? We're going out to dinner. Rakama says, going out to dinner. Where are you going to? I say I'm going out to a dinner, not even the movies, just going out to a casual evening dinner. So you're looking at paying anywhere from $150 to $200. That's the going price. So how do you feel about that man's statement? Danny Morell's statement from that point on. I'm fine with that if we're dating. Okay. Now, if it's over a period of time, will I continue to pay the $150 to $200 for every date? Say, for instance, we date for 6 months. Okay. Say we date for 6 months, and we, on an average, because we we dating, how much would that be? You're looking at 6 months, up to $200 per date. 3 dates, maybe a month, 600, maybe that's close to $3,600, if I'm not mistaken. If we do 3 dates a month, $600 tops, 6 months, that's almost $4,000. Am I right? Okay. Okay, Alyssa says, I'm okay paying half or full around date 4. Okay. That's not bad. I'll take that. I'll take date 4. Okay. All right, so let's go on and see a little bit more what he says.
So here's a challenge for all men. What if you decided that from this point forward, you would never allow a woman to pay even half or anything when it comes to a date? You know what would happen? The universe would bless you with more money. Because it's never about the government, the society, the president, what's happening with the economy. It's always about your values in your personal life and how you want to show up to the world.
Okay, so that part. Now, this is where it kind of differs from. This is where it kind of differs, and it kind of took me. And that's why I put the secret in that portion of it. Now, he says, you pay everything. And because you do, the universe will give you more money. Now, being a logical male and dating a young lady that I love, that she sent me this to examine. So I wanted to kind of look at it. When I seen the universe, I was like, work, energy. Okay. When I put in the work for a certain amount of hours, I receive pay. And that pay is in the form of money. Money I can use in order to pay for this dinner. I keep on saying dinner. I don't know what's going on. Dinner. So what do you think about that? Just that comment on the universe will give. Just give me one person, give me what they think about that supernatural aspect of it being given to you by a super a power such as the universe. What does that mean? Help me to understand that. As we know, the average meal, 150 to 200 when we go out. Okay. So that is the part that he kind of lost me a little bit. I don't know. This is what he lost me a little bit. So let's go here. He says, Medea, LOL, Denta. Right. I don't know why I keep on saying Denta, because I'm trying my best to get the Baltimore out of my lingo, because it's so thick. So me trying to enunciate my words, my friends like, why are you talking like you're trying to learn English again? Because the Baltimore language is so thick. See, Alyssa, she understands. She definitely understands, because she has definitely. I remember her saying, "Yes, that Baltimore language. I can hear you. I can hear it. I can hear it so thick." Yep, I remember you saying that. So that part is what I'm trying to understand. Okay, all right. So let's go a little further.
So here's a challenge for all men. What if you decided that from this point forward, you would never allow a woman to pay even half or anything when it comes to a date? You know what would happen? The universe would bless you with more money. Because it's never about the government, the society, the president, what's happening with the economy. It's always about your values in your personal life and how you want to show up to the world. When you say that you want a 50-50 relationship and you want your woman to provide or to pay for the bill or whatever the case may be, what you're really saying is, I haven't arrived into the fullness of my masculine energy. Because that's what the masculine energy does. The masculine energy provides and protects. Want to take it a step further? What if you decided that from this moment forward, not only would your woman never have to pay, but when she brings her friends to a meal, they would never have to pay as well, because it is your honor as the masculine to provide for the feminine. What do you think would happen? You would earn 2 to 3 times the money, because money is simply energy. It's a reflection of where you are internally. It's a reflection of your beliefs, your values, and how you want to show up in the world. So the reality is if you limit what you can provide for the woman, you limit your own potential in life. When you raise your standards and you raise what you want to provide for the woman, get ready, because that's when money and wealth will exponentially come your way.
And that's Danny Morrell. Danny Morrell believes that, hey, be able to handle it all. This is where I have the disgruntled belief at. I'm like, okay, whew. Reality follows thought. That's what I wanted to hear. Alyssa says, I believe it. Reality follows thought. And I get that. And I'm glad you stated that, because Now I can get what he was saying. He says, if I raise my vibrations, my thoughts, my values, and then realize that I have to be able to handle it. So I'll put the work in. See, I like using the word work because I don't want to rely. I believe if I follow a certain order, then things fall into place. But just to say that the universe will allow it to happen, I have to put in the work. You know, they said faith without works is dead. Faith without works. So I have to apply the work in a certain manner to produce. And then if I realize that my value is to take control and take care of her completely, then I shall be able to do so. But I just wanted to kind of clarify that. Yes, definitely takes work. Yes, definitely takes work. Most definitely. So that's why I wanted to stress there. So let me stop sharing that one. And because he also talks about, like, you know, really taking care of the woman. So I want to share something else. How much it costs marry and take care of family. These are just basic numbers. So let's look at those numbers here. Let's share that screen. This is also Google. And it says, all right, how much does it cost to raise a family in America? The average cost of raising a child. As of 2022, raising a child from birth to age 18 costs roughly $200,888.94. Sorry, $288,094. My apologies. This figure will continue to increase every year due to the rising costs, basically inflation. This was taken in February 2023. That's one child from 0 to 18, almost $300,000. Okay. So you may have 2, you may have 3. So I think I also had here for marriage. So where was marriage? How much it costs to raise a family? How much it costs to raise a family right now? That's almost $300,000 from age, you know, from infant all the way to 18. I think I pulled up the wrong thing. So just think about that. Let's have a quick discussion about this. She says, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right. So you look at, let's have a discussion about this, about being married. Okay. Say we buy a home. The home costs anywhere from $400,000, right? Okay. We buy a home, $400,000. We look at making sure that we provide for the children. We saw that from infant to 18 is almost $300,000. Say we have 2 kids, so you're looking at $600,000 in the lifetime of the child from infant to 18. We have a $400,000 house that takes about 30 years to pay. So we're gonna pay up anywhere from $600,000 more. Then we gotta look at our elder years. Have you prepared for that? Vacations every year, yearly fees. You're looking at millions of dollars taking on this endeavor. So when you hear things like that, it makes me kind of wonder, like, whoa, this is deep. So if you saw the opening memes, you had 2. You had also a woman who looked at, before she dated anybody, she wanted to see their bank account. She wanted to see how much they make. She wanted to see how financially stable they are. Is she right? Because if she wants to get married, she has to realize, is this man able to take care of all these things that I deem important? Family, house, not just daily, monthly, yearly care, planning for the future. Is he able to do so? I just thought it would be interesting talk from them 2 memes that I've seen today. And one was shared to me, so I wanted to discuss that. And the one about the woman checking her dates, financial records on the date, because she wants to marry a wealthy man. Because, hey, the average child $300,000 to take care of from infant to 18. And she want to make sure that man's able to do so. I think I'm going to be single. Oh, man. So let me stop sharing this screen. Let me stop sharing this one. Okay, so Giuseppe says, it's not important for the secret what you do. If you pay for the date and your heart is not okay with the universe, give you nothing back. Good point, Giuseppe. Because if you do anything, if you give anything, not just a date, if it's an ill will, it won't benefit at any cost. So you gotta want, when you do something, you want to do it from your heart. You want to do it because, like you said, everything has to be right. And when it is right, more things in that situation, it will grow. It will be a better situation for you. So yeah, I agree with you. Thanks for that. Alyssa says, stay single, friends. That's just what I was about to say. Right. Just think about it. And marriage is a beautiful institution for those who are in it. I'm just saying that it's very costly. And we have to think about these things before, while we're in it, especially have these conversations with the partners, because you should be able to be in a financial situation. You should be financially able to do these things. That's what I'm trying to say. And just on a date level or the marriage level, you have to be prepared. One of the most fought arguments that happens in a marriage is over financial reasons. Financial reasons. Were you financially able from the beginning? Now that you're in there, you have to figure it out. So when I saw these posts, I wanted to share them, and I wanted to have the discussion. So I definitely appreciate y'all input on that. Definitely. So as we know, we play games on this as well, but today we're going to talk about some other topics. But I want to go right to one of the rings that I made recently. I made it, I think, on yesterday. This one here is the New York ring. It's a clad quarter. New York has birthed so many things, right? You have hip hop. You have so many styles, fashion. Everything has been up from New York. We get so much of our flavor from New York, and some people want to deny it, but New York is the hub of, fashion, hip hop, and anything cool. I enjoy making this coin ring. This is from the 2001 quarter. Beautiful coin. It had the Statue of Liberty on it. And one thing I loved about this coin ring is that the fact New York was crossed at 1788. And there's also the stars, a lot of detail. It's a clad coin ring. That means it's a regular quarter, copper and other alloys that meshes together. Sturdy ring. But I wanted to bring up New York for a reason, because I have a good friend who traveled to Italy. And one of the things that were birthed in New York was, guess what? Breakdancing. So I want to share an article. And everyone loves New York. Come on, who doesn't love New York? You may not want to live there because it's fast-paced and it's expensive, but everyone loves New York. I mean, I love to go visit. I got family members there. I love to go visit at least once or twice a year. I love going to the plays, eating the foods, and enjoying the atmosphere. But then I want to come home because it is too fast, So, one of the things that was birthed in New York was breakdancing. Now, why am I sharing that? Okay, let's talk about a little bit of the breakdancing history, the basic guide to breaking history and moves. Now, we won't go into it, but I'll leave this article in the description below. Okay, so we learn from the best. What is breakdancing? And more commonly called breaking, b-boying, or b-girling, is a style of street dance that is athletic, energetic, and improvisational. It's composed of a few elements: top rock, drops, down rock, power moves, and freezes. Breaking is highly and competitive. Break battles are a popular part of the culture. Just like rap battles, the first street battles, man, people were breakdancing. But you have to be athletic in order to do so, right? It is the most often set to hip hop music, but you can perform on any track with strong, steady beats. Related dance forms include capoeira and uprock. I think that's the Brazilian martial arts, I believe it. Could never pronounce that correctly, so excuse me. Although the word breakdance is widely used in pop culture, it is often considered incorrect and sometimes offensive. I didn't know that. As it was invented in the 1980s, I heard as early as the 1970s as well, when breakdance came into the public consciousness. In addition, breakdance is also sometimes used to refer to an unrelated moves, including popping and locking, which rose to prominence around the same time in Los Angeles. I didn't know that. I remember the movies, The Electric Boogaloo and Breaking. I remember that. Had to be like, golly, so long ago. What year did it come out? Ozone, and I forgot the other character. But I used to love the breakdance movies. So basically, the brief history of breakdancing, let's go through that a little bit. The birthing of breaking is usually attributed to the hip hop pioneer DJ Kool Herc. Everyone has heard of him if you're a hip hop head, who in the early 1970s birthed the genre by breaks, the percussive and bass-heavy sections of classic funk and soul songs, including James Brown. Remember, James Brown was one of the most sampled songs in early hip hop, for real. The beats and everything was used. They were stealing all that music. So it goes on and talks about the history of breakdancing. Now, my thing is this. You ask, why am I talking about breakdancing? Okay. One of the friends, one of the friends of the channel, Holla at Dre, went to Italy. And when he went to Italy, what did he find? He found people breakdancing in the street. So it amazed me. Something that started right in New York went clear across the country, and it's practiced and enjoyed by people all over the world. So I wanted to share part of that video. And if you want to go to check out Holla at Dre, you'll see the description below. But let's check out his new video he just placed out today. All right, that's Holla at Dre. Holla at Dre is a regular here on the JT Coin Rings channel and one of the supporters of the channel. So if you want to go check out his videos, please go in the description below and tell him that JT sent you. Okay, so that's basically why I mentioned hip hop and mentioned breakdancing, because I did the ring and I was like, you know what? It's ironic. He was telling me, hey man, I'm going to be putting out a video on some breakdancing I saw in Italy. I said, man, that'd be great. So that's why I wanted to tie it in. But just let you know how something that started here in the States, in the United States, went worldwide. And that's how influence hits us and how, it breaks color barriers and everything, right? So breakdancing, go check out his channel, Holla at Dre, to go check that out, okay? All right, guys, it is 5:27. So you know what we do. We get ready to play the games. So let's go here. Go to share the screen. And what we're going to do, go to my windows, and we're going to play some Hangman. So this is what the game we're playing today. Hangman. Pretty simple. Game time. But before we do that, we're going to go to one of the sponsors that, not a sponsor, I'm sorry. One of the giveaways that I'm doing in October is coming from this artist. We're going to do a 1 ounce round, and we're going to do a giveaway in October. So here's a commercial for that artist. There you go. We got Reaper Precious Metals. Can't wait to October, and we're going to do that giveaway. So stay tuned, because I'll let you know what the rules and the regulations are in order to enter into that giveaway, okay? You'll definitely love this man's pours. He is an awesome silver pour artist. So we're going to support Reaper Precious Metals for the month of October, okay? So, guys, we know what we do here. We get ready for the game, and our game for this channel is Stickman. Some people call it Hangman, but look, all we know that is fun. It's one of the best games I played on this channel. Why? Because it helps with interaction. It helped me get my watch hours, and that's important. So, hey, we will be playing this game, and all I need you guys to do is give me out a letter. Okay, give out letters, and then the last 5 minutes of the show, what do? We ask one brave soul to come up to play the game solo. And if they win, they get a silver quarter. 1964 or earlier, a silver quarter. They don't hand these out anymore, okay? So that's what we'll do. But before we go any further, all I ask you to do for me is to, one thing, hit that like button, okay? Hit the like button. Doesn't cost you a thing, okay? But if you would like to donate to the channel, PayPal at jtcoinrings@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to donate to the channel by Cash App me at $JTCoinrings. Hey, anything is helpful. Helps me to move the channel right along until I get monetized, okay? But thank you, guys. Hit that like button, and we can start this game. So, all right, we have some topics, okay? We have some topics, some categories, I like to call them. Okay, so here we go. Now, how do I get back to my page? Okay. All right, so we got some categories. So let me go to the categories. All right, my bad. I'm trying to get back to the game. Let me see here. Let me see if I do it this way. There we go. Woo, Mickey. All right, so we're back here. Which are the categories which you want to pick? Foods, games, animals, sports, or random? Take your pick. All right, we got a couple seconds until we do that. A couple seconds. Foods, games, animals, sports, or random, or what you want me to pick. All right, and that would be pretty simple. So what we're going to do, let's start it off with this. Let me see who's on here. Rocket says, no more babies. No more babies here. I understand that. I have 2, and that is it for me. Because they are expensive. Rocket said, we're going to go with foods. Let's go for foods. Okay, let's go. All right, Rocket, you know the rules. Since you picked the category, you get the first to pick which is the letter. Which letter are we going to go with first? We're going to go with A, B, C, or D. Let me tell you how many spaces we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. Rocket said we're going to go with E. Okay, so is there an E? There is an E. Way to go, Rocket. Started off. We got one E. Do we have another letter? Who would like to choose another letter? All you got to do is throw that letter out. We have a couple chances. We got no mistakes. Rocket started off with a new Rocket. Do you have a second letter? Dan outside is in the house. Thank you, Dan. How you feeling? Dan said H. Is there an H? No H. No H, Dan. It's okay. There's only one mistake. We got more letters. You see, we have a whole bunch of letters still here. What are we going to do next? Which one? We are here. Dan said H. No problem. It's not there, but we got more letters here. And Raka says, okay, Dan says P. You're going to go with P first. And the P. No P. Raka says R. Is there an R? No R. And Alyssa says, you know what? Let me show y'all what it is. Is there a C? There is a C. She said, I know what it is. Let me help y'all out a little bit. Dan is outside. Dan says, you know what? What y'all need is an F. Is there an F? There's no F, Dan. Dan said, Dan is outside. He said he's been in the house too long. Dan is outside. That's what he said. All right. Now, all we need is the two legs, and we dead and stinking. Do anyone have a snipe? Dan outside say, you know what? I'm going to help you all out. Is there an A? There is an A. We got an A. That's pretty good. Now we got something to stay live. We got two legs, and that's it. Right now, we still in the game. Can anyone solve it right now? All you have to do is give your guess, and I give you the solve. That's how we play. You know, we usually have the number one sniper in the house. That's Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar comes in and say, you know what? I know what it is. Let me solve it. Yesterday, we had a battle between Brown Sugar and Dre. They had the word burrito. Boy, they was going at it. But Brown Sugar came up first, and she wound up winning that game. But we have another one of those today. It was definitely hilarious. Any other letters? Can anyone figure this out? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters to fill. What do we have here? What do we have here? Can anyone figure it? Dan says, I'm terrible at games like this, and it's late in the UK, but I'll keep trying. Okay, no problem. Hey, look, it's okay. Is there a T? Oh, there's no T, Dan. It's all good. Then, hey, look, keep giving it a shot. If you're the one, giving the letters, hey, it is. I don't know what type of this is. This is a food. I forgot to put that up there. Let me go ahead. I forgot. My apology. I forgot to tell you what type of category this is. This is a food category. Okay. Lisa says, an S. Is there an S? There is an S. We are hopping. We got one leg. I forgot to put the the one leg thing up. Okay. Dan said there's a D. Is there a D? Unless somebody come in to try to solve it, this may be the last letter, but we'll go for a D. Is there a D? No D. coleslaw. It was coleslaw. Okay, but don't, it's okay. We can play again. New game. We got categories, y'all. Foods, games, animals, sports, and random. Make your pick. Or do we have a brave person who will come up and say, you know what? I understand this is a community game, but I think I can beat this by myself. You know? Dan says animals. Dan says animals. Let's do animals. Bam. All right. 1, 2, 3 letters. This should be easy. 3 letters. All right. Dan, you get the first crack. Tell me what it could be. You get the first crack. Is it an A? Is it a B? Is it a K? Dan says a C. Let's go for C. Let me change before I go on. Let me change it. This is animals. All right. Is there a C? There's no C. All right. All right. It's animals. All right. First letter in here. There's no C. Alyssa, do you have a letter for us? You have done pretty good so far. You have been giving us some letters, and it's the one that we need. Which one? He says E for ill. It could be it. Let's do this. Is there an E? There's no E. Alyssa said there must be a vowel. Is there an A? There's no A. It's okay. Look, sometimes it gets sad. I don't know. Look, sometimes. But all you can do is guess. That's why I'm glad I'm asking y'all, because I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't know what it is. 3 letters. I may say cat, but the C is gone. The A is gone. The T is gone. What could it be? You know? What could it be? So let's go with this, because Alyssa said R. Is there an R? There's no R. Dan is outside. He said he got sick of being inside. So what's this? He says, give me a D. Is there a D? There's no D. Now we got one leg. We are hopping along here. We are hopping along. So what could it be? Guys, help me. What could it be? D for dog. The dog, Giuseppe, the D is gone. There is no more D there. We are done with the D's. There's no D's. There's no A. There's no C. All we know, we got one leg. But you know, Dan has said, you know what? He ain't giving up. He's in the UK. He said, we don't give up in the UK. He says F for Fox. Is there an F? There is no F. The word was owl. The word was owl. It's okay, guys. We're going to get this. We're going to get at least one game today. It's the first time we haven't got any games. But let's pick one more topic. What topic or category are we going to pick? Which one are we going to pick, guys? I can't. Oh, you can't see nothing? Okay, let me see. My apologies. My apologies. There we go. He going. He said, "I wish you never." Dan says, "You're going to wish I never joined in." Look, I'm glad you're here. No play screen. Okay, you got it. It's up now. Be up now. Yeah. Hey, look. I love the fact that you're here. I love the fact that you're here. Most definitely. Now, I was trying to get my let's pick back to food. Okay, we're gonna go back to food. Okay. I was trying to add something. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me put the banner up. My apologies. I was trying my best to add something. So we go to foods. Boom. All right. Alyssa, you have the first letter. I was trying to add another emoji that I made yesterday. There we go. So you got to pick the first letter. First letter. Oh, Alyssa, she picked the category. She picked the first letter. If she don't got the first letter, we'll go with yours, Dan. I'm trying to add. I should have added this earlier. Okay, we'll go with yours, Dan. We'll go with B. All right, is there a B? There's no B. Okay, who has the second? Who has the first letter? Okay, Lisa says E. Is there an E? There is an E. All right, we do have the E. What's the next letter? What is the next letter? And Lisa says she's gonna get this. Yeah, she do not be playing around at all. The next letter, we have an E. How many? We got how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spaces. Let's see what we have here. This is always, when I look at this stuff, I'm like, what food could it be? Because I'd be lost. If it wasn't for you, I would be lost. So what is we have people who can, I never saw, come on, is it like an A? A would be next. Dan says H. Let's go with H. No H. Rocker says T. He said, I know what it is. Is that T? There's no T. It says no T at all. Let's say, is there A? No, there's no A. It says no A at all. And we got 2 arms up in the air, waving like we just don't care. Okay? That's what we're doing. Nick, how you doing, Nick? Don't worry about rock. It's good. Dan outside says S. He says S. Do we have an S? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. We don't got an S. N. Nick says we got an N. Nick, do we have an N? Oh, we don't have no N. It's okay, guys. No wins today. We got one more game. Oh boy, we are putting it in today. So what category are we gonna go in for? One category we can't. We lost that game. It's okay. Last category. I wanted to add face, pink tears. It was Giuseppe. It was liver. Yes. We would have got an L. If we had a chance, we'd have got an L. It would have been an L. All right, we'll go for a commercial break. Stay with me, guys. I'll be right back. That was pretty funny. Right back, guys. Let's watch commercial.
Take pride in your stack and wear it. Johnson Toe is an American craftsman who could take your favorite coin design and create art that you'd be very proud to wear and something very special to share. JT Coin Rings. Handcrafts, handmade jewelry, especially for you.
Okay, so what are we going to pick? So Jeffrey said, not so sure this is a simple hangman. Do you have a version for 5-year-olds? I could probably do that. Hey, look, I feel the same way. I think I was trying to play Scrapple on here, and I was like, you know what? And I love Scrapple, but I could not do it. We'll be here all day trying to do a Scrabble board. So I said, hangman, simple hangman is the easiest. It's okay. Says this game shouldn't be this triggering, JT. It shouldn't be, but I'm telling you, usually we have some wins. So I really have faith that we'll be able to do it. So let's pick the category. Let's pick a category. I think that we should be able to do it, guys. We should be able to get one win before it's all said and done, okay? So let's pick a category. What's a new category? This is the first time. Look, this is the first time that I've done one and we haven't won. So it's kind of like I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But I have faith. I have faith that we can get one win before the stream is done. All I need is y'all to pick one category. So should we have foods, games, animals, sports, or random? Your choice. Your choice. So Raka says we're going to do animals. Okay, we're going to do animals. So let's go ahead and change the banner so we all know we're on the same page. Let's go for animals. Okay, we have how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Let's see, can we start this thing up? All right. What's the first letter? Raka, it's your choice. It's your choice, Raka. Let's get this party started. I think we got this. And one thing about this game I like, it's interactive. It gives everyone an opportunity to win. I did put the code in if you want to come up to try to win a game for yourself. You have an opportunity to try to win a silver quarter. Okay? A silver quarter. Not many of those around. You know, not in circulation, that is. Okay. E. Rocker says we're going to start this thing with an E. Is there an E? There is an E. Okay. We're starting off on the good foot. Okay. Is animals. And we do have a letter E. What is the next letter on this hangman? Anyone else have a guess? The letter E is definitely there. Rocket says, you know what? I'm on a roll. Let's start off with an H. Is there an H? There is an H. And Dan says, I'm coming from outside and I'm bringing with me an O. Is there an O? And there's an O. Who's going to come with the snipe? Rocker says, I got the snipe, and he's coming in like this. And the letter is R, and an S, and an E. He's winning. Way to go, Rocker, coming in with the snipe, coming in with the win. It's your choice, my friend. What's the next game? Category foods, games, animals, sports, or random. It's your choice. Way to go with the win. The first win of the game. It's the first win of the stream. I thought we were going to leave the stream without no wins. Yes. Yes, nice. Seppi, everybody's giving you shout outs because definitely, I really thought, I'm good as you came up with a horse because I thought we was going to leave the day stream with donuts. I thought we was going to leave with donuts. Good gracious. But you saved us. Can we do animals again? We definitely can. We definitely can. Let's do animals. All right. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 letters. Tell me what it could be. Tell me what it can be. We got animals. And guys, just letting you know that if you need a commercial played or anything happening on your channel, please let me know, and I can put it on the live stream so all can see exactly what's coming on your Instagram, your YouTube, or your website. Just let me know at jtcoinrings@gmail.com, and I will be happy to share out the information from your channel. Email me at jtcoinrings@gmail.com, and I will be happy to share anything that's going on in your channel. Okay? Make sure that you go out and check out Holla at Dre. His information is in the description below. The Money Level Show, and also Explore America. Okay. Giuseppe says, you know what? I'm going to stop playing with y'all. I'm going to go solve it. Is there a B? There's no B. This is no B. No problem. No, this is animals. This is animals. It's okay. Hey, Dan outside says, I'm bringing a G. Is there a G? There's no G. Okay, guys, what could this be? We also realize there's no B, there's no G. So what can this be? It's 4 letters, and this category is animals. All right. Raka says, you know, you can't go wrong with an O. Is there an O? There is an O. There is an O. Do you have another letter to keep the streak alive? We have 1 letter. Dan outside says you have to have an A. Is there an A? There's no A. There's no problem. We still have a lot of life left. The stick man is still around. All we need is some more lettering. Alyssa said, you know what? I'm going to help you out. Is there a W? Is there a W in the house? There's no W. Rocker says, you know what? I'm going to help you out, guys. I think you need an L. Is there an L? There's no L. Okay, guys, we got 2 hands up in the air, and we wave them like we just don't care. What is next? What is next? He said, before I have to go to sleep, I'm going to just say frog. Okay, you know, we're going to say it. Is there an F? There's no F. There's no F. All I gotta say now, we walking with this one leg. We're going.
No way. I have got to. Oh, please, Jeremy, come on. Don't make me hop after you.
Okay, we on one leg and we gonna be hopping. We are definitely hopping, y'all. So we need somebody either come with the snipe or somebody give us another letter. So we need the snipe or the letter, or we leaving this game, without this win. Okay. So what letter do we have? We know we have an O, and we have a clear indication of what we have left. It's a cheers for keeping me entertained. Catch you next time. Dan outside, I appreciate you, man, for coming. I thank you so much for coming. Don't let this be your last time, and I'll see you next game. Good night, Dan outside, Aubrey from the UK. But we're gonna do one thing. We're gonna have to figure out what is this animal with 3 letters left and with an O. What can it be? What could it be? I wish I had the ding 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 ding. Do we have something like that? Let's go in. We got 1 letter left. Do we have the timer? All right, we back, guys. We back. Rocket Ma says a P. Alyssa says an R. The first one I saw was P. Raka, is that your final answer? If not, that's what we're going to go for. We're going for the P. Is there a P in the house? No P. It was lion, guys. It was lion. So even if we went with R, it wouldn't have been. We needed an L, we needed an I, and we needed an N. So it would have been lion. Guys, thank you. But there was no L. Oh, no, it was L. The L was still there. The L was still on the screen. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys playing the game. We got to 1 hour of, live stream time. I appreciate you. Okay, but there was no L. Yeah, it was an L. It was on the screen. There was one L. Oh, up above. Yeah. That's interesting. The stakes are too high. That's interesting. Did we hit L? Because, let me see here. Giuseppe said, bye, everyone. I had to guess a lot earlier. Yeah, you know what? That's interesting. I see your L here. It was right after the W. I may have missed your L. Raka, I may have missed your L. I seen this. I may have missed the L. That's a possibility. I may have missed that one. Alyssa, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I really do. Next time, yeah, I may have missed it. I'm going to commercial or something. I may have missed it. But my apologies. But it was lion, and that's duly noted. Before we leave, guys, we'll do the commercial for next month's giveaway. This will be the artist that we will be giving away some of his work. So please come back and I'll tell you the rules and regulations of that for next month giveaway. We can go to support our friend from Reaper Precious Metals.